Tell the house, it's not necessary for me to be very harsh on CO, but then I'll be taking OO. I'll be showing OO why they are out of this debate. I understand where CO comes from, and that is why I want to take their case easily first. But then, for them to understand what the motion is about, the motion is not about achieving. We understand the necessity of us achieving peace, harmony, love, trying to take away the problems of climate change, and how we have to embrace ourselves. But then, our entire case helps to achieve all these things that they want. When we do not discuss about these things, we will never achieve it. When we do not have dissenting views and opinions about how these things work, or channels through which we can achieve them, then we can never achieve them, right? That is why there is a need for dissenting views, like Edna told you. But then what did OO bring in this debate? Which, although is not relevant, I think it is imperative for them to understand why they are not relevant in the debate at all. So their major case is about how these are sensitive issues and we should not discuss it as it will hurt people's sensibilities. But then, why do we have to care about some particular people's sensibilities over the other people's sensibilities? Now, when conservative guys say what they feel about things, they are tagged racist, misogynist, patriarchs, and all whatnot. We feel that they have the thick skin enough to take up all these labels that we attach to them. But when they call out minority groups for the harms that they have caused, we feel that the minority groups are not able to take it because they are minorities and they've been marginalized, and so we should couch them and pamper them and cover them. This is infantilizing them, just like faithfulness has shown you. But then we tell you again how this is reverse discrimination. Reverse discrimination is on two levels. First of all, the ideas or the feelings we have about minority groups and the harms that they cause in the society are not changed by the fact that we tiptoe around it. But the fact that we call them radicalized Islams does not mean that we do not believe in ourselves that it was Islamists that did this. We know that it was them. In our hearts, we know that it was them. But we want to tiptoe around it and make them feel good about it. This is reverse discrimination in a sense, because in our mind we are still discriminating against this thing. In our heart of hearts, in the comfort of our bedrooms, we still feel that they are wrong, they have been bad, but still we want them to feel good about it. This is reverse discrimination. But then again, we are discriminating against the conservatives. The conservatives are not even allowed to air their opinion anymore. They have to work on eggshells. They cannot even say how they feel, when they want. But then these guys say this is a democracy, a liberal democracy where freedom of expression is optimum. If freedom of expression is optimum, then why do we have to stifle people from saying what they want to say at any time? We tell you that political correctness is just a cancerous notion that stops development, it stops discourse, it stops actions from being taken, it stops growth of any level in the society. We feel that this is wrong. Sit down, Madam Bichi, sit down, Akira, you have nothing to say. It's very imperative that we understand why political correctness has failed the purposes why it started in the first place. Political correctness was supposed to help us make us be more civil in our approach or talk to people, right? But then when we begin to hate on people, when do you think we understand that from this side of the house? When we begin to say that we should all be civil in our approach to things, we begin to stop discourse about these things. Like Edna told you, for us to have true progressiveness, there must be dissent. If there is no dissent, there is no progressiveness. If every one of us believes that women are not marginalized, if every one of us wants to say that women are not marginalized, that women are equal with men, even that there is no need for the feminist movement anymore, there is no need for advocacy. If we say that the blacks, that racism has died, that there is no more racism, that blacks they are good people, they are fine, it means that there is no need for us to talk about racism, and the Black Lives Matter movement does not need to exist. This is why we are against the All Life Matter issue. When Black Lives Matter is there, then I don't understand how these people do not understand how this thing works in a liberal democracy. What Edna tells us and what faithfulness tells us is simple. Let us all allow for speeches to be said, so people can have different opinions. When there are different opinions, then we can have a discourse. That is how we can achieve true progressiveness. But when we begin to tell people to stifle that, to not speak out, when we begin to stifle people of their opinions, there is no discourse, there is no progressiveness being achieved. These guys want us to live a lie, and we think that we do not subscribe to a fast. We want to live in a true society that is devoid of all this pampering, that is devoid of all this infantilizing people, because we want to make them happy. Then, what does Edna tell you? Sit, please. Then, from our opening, from the entire government bench, we show you how this creates a silent majority. Because people are silenced from airing their opinion does not mean that they have left this opinion. It is still within them. This is why, like Pepe told you, the DJT won. This is why, as Percy told you, DJT won the elections, because there was a silent majority that kept quiet, that did not want to air their opinions about racism, that did not want to air their opinion about misogyny, and still quietly went to vote on election day, even though Hillary Clinton had more people online. Although he had a majority online, the true voters did not vote for her because of what? They are the silent majorities. They have been stifled to a large extent, and they feel that it is time for them to fight back, to gain grounds. This is what these people do not get. I'll take you, Madam Abuchi. Just you. Sit down, Akila.
First, labeling is not discussed. Secondly, how does skin
exactly, labeling is not discussed, but every day conservatives are labeled every fucking time. They are labeled. They are told that they are misogynists. They are told that they are racist. They are told that they are bigots. If we think that they have a thick skin enough to take this, why does the minority have to be protected from taking this same backlash? Why do we have to keep on emphasizing to people and telling them that they are good, they are nice, because we feel that they are the minority? This is very, very wrong. Edna told you how we cannot continue to support reverse discrimination. Edna told you how we cannot continue to, how can I have a progressive society if there is no dissent, if there is no discussion, if people are being pampered and cocooned and told that they are good when they are not. It's simple. When violence are committed like in Charlottesville, people should be told that they are wrong until both of them are wrong. Simple. But then these guys feel that we should not tell them that they are wrong, because when we tell them it amounts to hate speech, we think that this is not hate speech. This is calling things out. We are facing facts. That is what this part of the house is about. Face facts, take things as it is. Hit the nail on the head, and do not make people feel good about themselves, because doing this is just helping them become lads. That's simple. There is no way there is going to be true progressiveness if we keep on pampering the minority. There is no way there is going to be true progressiveness if we keep on making them feel that they are weak, that they are that we have to help them all the time. If we really have to help them, then we have to allow them speak for themselves. We have to allow them protect themselves. That is the only way to empower them. This is what this house stands for, and we are proud to propose it.